has identified the cause of the mysterious pneumonia outbreak in Wuhan City, and it's from the same family that caused the deadly SARS epidemic 17 years ago.
Friends of China's mystery illness, so too does the unknown virus. The outbreak has been linked to a seafood market in the Chinese city of Wuhan.
We were deeply concerned both by the alarming levels of spread and severity.
Don't stand so close to other Costco customers trying to buy toilet paper, bottled water, disinfectant wipes, and rice, all gone.
This is their new hoax, and so far, we have lost nobody to coronavirus in the United States.
You've been brainwashed.
They're fearmongers.
Reporting the daily death toll there in the US, so this is just for the last 24 hours, is around 1,900 dead.
And then I see the disinfectant injection.
Thousands of researchers all over the world are racing to develop a vaccine for the novel coronavirus.
Canada and other countries may be moving ahead with reopening plans, but the global picture shows the pandemic is worse than ever. Yesterday, the World Health Organization reported more than 183,000 new cases around the world. Some of the major developments we're tracking. There are now 14.5 million diagnosed cases of coronavirus around the world,
Requiring customers to wear face coverings at all of its stores.
The entire district will begin the year online. And with restrictions continuing to ease and flu season approaching, the concern of another wave in the United States still looms large.
The President and First Lady are positive for COVID-19, now in quarantine at the White House.
No trick-or-treating, no haunted houses.
Because of this pandemic, for the first time in more than 90 years, there will be any crowds, and it will not fly.
It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I'm feeling fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I'm feeling.
What do you look like now?
Where are you?
Wherever that is, I hope you chose happiness.
I hope you chose yourself.
Lived with no regrets.
I'm not really sure why I felt the need to write this.
But I wanted to let you know that I'm happy.
No thanks to you.
Please, don't call. I don't need stars when I have a torch.
And I never needed you when I had myself.
This was your favorite song. Sorry I didn't get to listen to it before you. I tried to be there. I tried so hard, but they wouldn't let me. I wanted to say goodbye. Before someone leaves, you always get to say goodbye. I would kill that chance. I'm so sorry for missing it. For not being there for you. I should have been there. Goodbye. I don't like saying it this way. I should have sent a card. Flowers, maybe. What good would they have been? It wouldn't have changed anything. I can't change anything. Feels like I'm drowning. There's an immense pressure holding my head down. If I try to catch my breath, only water pours in. They say when you're drowning, it feels like you're on fire. Your lungs burn, desperate for air. After a short period of time, you become frantic. You will claw around you for something to hold on to. You will thrash about. You will exhaust yourself until you are too tired to escape. Then you will wait. This is where I exist, where I have become comfortable. My body is on fire, screaming for someone to save me, for anyone to notice that I am dying. I once read this thing that said, dying is an art. Like everything else, I do it exceptionally well. Dying is an art. But I can't even hold a paintbrush. I can barely hold a pen. When I do, I make little dots that together form a picture, but alone are useless. How am I supposed to make art when all the little dots have to stay 6 feet away? All the dots are quarantined right now. They can't come out to play. How are they coping? Are they, or are they just like me? I just want someone to tell me that I'm doing fine, that I'm okay. I just want someone to lie to me. Please, please just lie to me.
If I had picked up that double today, I would have been able to pay my electric bill. Maybe. I mean, I've got my savings, but I know that's not going to get me very far. Well, there's always unemployment, but I mean, people are talking about not going back to work for a couple weeks until we get out of quarantine, and the managers are talking about layoffs, so that might be my only option, but I have a lot of bills. I have my rent and my tuition and my insurance and my phone bill, and unemployment's only really going to get me so far. I'll figure it out. I always do. Day 63 in quarantine. First, it was a long spring break. Then it was a longer spring break. And then no prom, no graduation, no birthdays, no gym, no movie theaters, no museums, no restaurants, no bars, no sports, no friends, no dates, no life. All those relationships that we spent so long trying to build, they're just left out to wither and to die without anybody to take care of them. We thought we had the strength. We thought we had the endurance to make it through this, but that was 2 months ago. That was before every day was just more and more bad news. Wait, what? What? No. You can't do this to me right now. It's too soon. This isn't happening. We're not done yet. You can't leave me. Please. You're my only friend. Yes. I can't believe that worked. I mean, nothing else has these past couple of months. Nothing works. You won't leave me, right? It's now day 144 of quarantine. At this point, it just feels like none of it matters. It feels like nothing that we do matters. Because everything that we have done hasn't worked. We stayed inside. We wore our masks when we did go out, and we've quarantined, and nothing is getting better. It doesn't feel like anything is ever going to get better. And what am I doing? Nobody's listening. You know why? Because this is quarantine. Day 306 of quarantine. 306 days. Can you believe that? Why is it so small in here? Why can't I breathe? I can't breathe. Why isn't anything getting better? Can't they see that we're panicking? Why aren't they helping us? We're panicking. Is this ever gonna end? Is this normal now? This can't be normal. Because if it's normal, then I have to get used to it, and I don't want to get used to it. I can't get used to it. I won't get used to it.
I am not ready for this. Hey, don't put your fist to your mouth. I know you're hungry. Don't puff out your cheeks. Quit it. Don't cry. Buck up, you little... I can't say it. It's too mean. It's not your fault. I know you're starving. We'll be there soon. I hope. I've never done anything like this before. I hate charity. Waiting for someone to give. But this reminds me of when I was in my early 20s. No money. I remember going to the Safeway at lunch, so hungry. The Safeway down the street from the school. I went straight to the display of donuts that they had cut up, and I was so hungry I inhaled the whole thing. Sugar rushing to my brain, almost blacking out. They had to lead me out of the store, lay me out in a car. Little gray dots blinding me. I don't want to go back to that. Okay, all right. The light here is blue. The tarmac is black. Cars sneaking around. A lot of new cars here. Car payments? Oh, I couldn't afford that. Some nice music on the radio. Okay, things will get better. They say when nothing is certain, everything is possible. But as I pull up to the food bank, I panic. What if they see me? What if they recognize me? I used to be a volunteer. What will they think of me? I know these people. How can I cut through the shame and ask for a box of food? A blueprint for the future. Once I get back on my feet, I'll help once again. Out my window, I see a man resting his head in his hands. A woman has brought her cat, who's standing on her shoulder. Wish I'd brought my cat. A young mother has her head thrown back, arranging her hair. I hear a baby crying. A boy is punching his car seat. I used to be on the other side. I used to give. I will again. It's like water flowing between us. With goodwill, we will get better. I celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume, you shall assume. For every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you.
To scenes of chaos, violence, and widespread destruction into the early morning hours. Dozens of American cities up in flames after some protests turned into riots.
There is so much anger. Anger for those treated unfairly. Anger for those who have no defense against the other virus. I want people to stop blaming others for their own shortcomings. Each time I tune in, I feel empty, like a shell. Lately, I've been wondering about who I am. Why does what I think matter? I have home, food, love, and warmth in all aspects. I'm connected, but not fully. This all affects me, but it doesn't. I have compassion, though I myself am not struggling like so many others. I am not alone, but I am afraid. Afraid because as the world changes, so do I. I am brown-skinned in a society of people who won't stand for that. I remember watching on TV the protest in Minneapolis the day after the death of George Floyd. How upset everyone was. All the tear-filled cries against racial inequality. No justice, no peace. People are needlessly murdered every day, like Justin Howell, Breonna Taylor, 12-year-old Tamir Rice, and so many others. Killed for nothing more than the color of their skin. But police will say it was reasonable suspicion. People are always passing judgment for how I look, even from my own people. I don't know where I belong. One side hates me, and the other two won't claim me. Being a mixture of three races, I just feel confused in my skin. I am alone in this internal fight, but also alone in some aspects because of how far this pandemic has pushed us from one another. I'm unfocused on the right things and falling behind on others. Who do I need to speak up for? Who can I be fighting for? Those who have lost their ability. Those who have no voice left. We can all speak up and do our part, even while in our homes and in quarantine.
Who's ready for glow stick Zumba? 5, 6, 7, 8, shimmy. Pull. Disco. Kieran, you were late today. Sprinkler. Nice work, guys. Freestyle. Keep that energy up. Feel it in your feet. Shimmy. Pull. That's right. Keep your arms nice and straight. Disco. Hips are important here, guys. Sprinkler. Yeah, there we go. Freestyle. Looks like we lost some people. Now it's your turn. Shimmy. Pull. Keep your arms nice and straight. Disco. There we go. Sprinkler. Freestyle. Shimmy. Pull. Feel the rhythm bouncing in your feet. Disco. Sprinkler. Freestyle.
Sometimes if I close my eyes and focus, I can almost feel that wind blowing in my face. I can see the rolling mountains, the forest full of dark secrets. I can feel the magic swirling in my veins. I can feel the thrill of danger. I feel free. I feel happy and like a complete badass. I am a powerful sorceress. No one can touch me here. I can be anything, anyone, anywhere. I'm invincible. Wait, no. It's 10:30 on a Tuesday and I have class in 30 minutes. Have I really been laying here for 2 hours? I only meant to lay here for maybe 10 minutes, but I got too caught up in my own world again. I would give anything to really be in that world. Reality is such a drag. Speaking of reality, it's already 10 minutes for class. Time is a fickle thing. Most of the time, I feel like it's an illusion. It feels like I'm an illusion. Life is. Reality is the biggest illusion of them all. Nothing is real. Nothing matters. It's really sad how, as you get older, things have less meaning. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm not normal. Maybe I'm unstable. Sometimes I don't feel real. I feel like most people have a good idea of who they are, their vibe, their style. I don't know who the fuck I am. Sometimes I do, but it becomes really blurry. Time passes by in different ways. Sometimes really fast, rarely slow, and sometimes not at all. Sometimes I can't even remember what I did that day. But I know it's just my brain and the way that I am. I disassociate from reality so that I don't have to think about all of the shitty things that have happened in my life. So that I don't have to think about all the shitty things that people have done, people I trusted. I can laugh it off and say, it was years ago. It's whatever, I'm over it. But the reality is that I've emotionally detached myself from those memories and my own reality. I've detached myself from my own identity. I daydream long the future and who I wish to be. I read fantasy novels for that escape for a day, or binge an anime for that escape for more than a day, maybe a week if I'm lucky. Then I daydream about the fantasy character I wish to be. I daydream about the fantasy character or fantasy world I wish to be in. Anything is better than reality. But every once in a while, I feel okay. I feel present and happy and like I can handle reality. But it seems recently there's less of those and more of the numb, dreary states I've been stuck in. Sometimes I get these random bursts of emotion. I get the random urge to break into tears. I don't know why. Other times, it feels like I can feel everything, but nothing at the same time. And it's incredibly confusing and frustrating. I try to tell myself that life is beautiful, and that beautiful can outweigh the bad. I just have to get to the point where I let myself see that beauty. And I hope you do too. Testing. Okay, cool. Hey Mason, how's it going, dude? I can't hear you. You're on mute, Mason.
Is that better?
Yes, so much better. I can hear you now.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Happens all the time, right?
It does, yeah. Dr. Beck.
Hello, Dr. Beck.
How are you? Can you hear her?
I can't. Dr. Beck,
well,
I think you're on mute.
Oh my God, that's the second time today. Has that ever happened to you?
Of course. Yeah, all the time. Kieran. Kieran, we can't hear you.
You're on mute.
I'm always forgetting to unmute. Oh my God.
That's better though.
Oh, hey, Ariana.
Hey, Ari.
Hey.
Hey, we can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. Sorry, I've been doing that a lot lately. All right. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, you're right. So what have you guys been doing over quarantine to keep yourselves occupied? We've got all this time now. Oh, I have started like fostering cats, and I also picked up knitting, so I've knitted them all sweaters.
Oh, that's cool.
That's adorable. It's a nice little hobby. But what do you guys miss about, not being in quarantine?
Let's see. Traveling.
Going out to bars and restaurants with all my friends.
I miss in-person classes.
Oh, that's so nice. But Mason, everybody, it's not going to last forever. What's the first thing you're going to do when quarantine ends?
I'm going to go around and I'm going to hug people, even if I don't know them.
I'm gonna travel out of the country. I'm gonna go maybe to Mexico, see some people.
I'm gonna burn all my masks, or at least just throw them away.
That's a good one. I am going to go on a very classy date with my significant other.
That's cool.
Oh shoot. I didn't look at the time. My next class has already started, so I gotta go. See you guys.
Oh shoot,
me too. Bye.